Now, welcome once again. Well, with the little configuration that we did, the system was able to give us what is on the live there at the angle you are seeing this one. Perceive that here. Like if I told you what, that I was in a public place, so even without saying anything, once I've named it and titled it, then it would have just gone there straight away. Look at what it is. That public announcement with this in attaché. So it just stated public announcement. And that was very nice to also take note of. That's word. So if you do the excellent creation, you help yourself as it is. But when you fake it and you have no ID, they will be using something else. Of course, you have to tell yourself best if you are yourself or you know yourself. That's why it's not good to be using somebody's profile photo or photo of somebody and for your photo. Do you know why? It costs you so much life. Maybe the person whose photo you are using may be robbing or doing something bad, and you don't know. You probably will think that is, oh, nice person, beauty, I want to use this. Okay, when you use it and they capture you for using somebody's photo because the person may be wanted, then you understand why it was need, for the great need that you represent yourself in the art of the law, so that nobody try to impersonate. Even when they impersonate you, you will have to learn to know why you will win the case. If it's a court case, you have to win it. Why? You need to win it. You just really need to win it because you have to defend yourself, and the spirit defends. So when the spirit are trying to work against you, then you have to prove if you are that person who is the what? The master of the work, or they instruct you on what to do and you fail to do, and the Lord also watching it go that way, and you don't do anything about it, so that the scripture will tell you, for lack of knowledge, his own people perish. And I tell you, look, you perish as you are not my people. You are just saying it. So I'm proving who I am. And the reason I tell you, they don't know what we are saying is war. What is spirit? He's not in spirit somewhere. He's before myself. I live in it in the presence of the spirit. Live like that. But you are looking at it to come from somewhere different. Somewhere very different. You think in the spirit world, if there are witchcraft, whatever spirit, wherever it is, look, heaven is happening. No matter the distance, whatever is happening there, I'm just supposed to sit here and tell how it is over there. They laugh. Wow. That is a word of voice. Wow. And that's what I'm saying, because so that's why it will become hell. So if when you fail to make heaven, it is. Do you understand it? If you make hell the way they are, but when you make a change that you are also different from their transfiguration, transformation, light and code, there you would have understanding that you are not the same. We are not the same. We are not using the same energy fields or field. You see that with this thumbnail creation, at a point we have extended to this, we have to tell another thing with the thumbnail use, so that you don't use somebody's thumbnail. But I can say, with the looks of myself, because I have maybe trillion of idea of my single self, maybe in 1 month. That's why we be taking photo every single. So I just have to have cameras, more detailed cameras, to be showing what you are not seeing, because it's my single self that is making all these things, to show what is available. As you don't know, you think it's in the world somewhere. It's just with myself, and to have myself appear in the form that they are, or how it is best, and how we keeping it. That's how we should see it. All right. We have to do this, because what I wanted to do, when they try to cause or fail to do, I make sure we did it. And I didn't just become sure. I roll myself on, and then we prove it. Now we prove this in the form that you are looking at myself in this same. But I told you, even if it was in the night, that you should look at what it is. Now, what we didn't see myself do was this. So let's just look for another thing to do, so that you look at what I'm saying. Like, you need to know what I'm saying carefully. Let's take a different video. This one, I'll just leave it the way it is. Normally, I have to design a lot of things out there, or many templates or art forms, to say in a soft copy or light. All that you see myself do is creation from different applications like Corel Draw, different apps and mobile phone apps that I use for doing thumbnails and direct. All that I use on my channel is my direct cameras. Camera direct live. Because I show up live. I take a photo shots and photo shoots live. And I'm the single person who take myself all that video, whatever. I don't have any woman cameraman. Only when I think nothing. But I said, maybe you use this, do this, but it doesn't mean you work on my channel. Whatever you see on the channel is my single self, the beauty of myself. That's why anything that you find here, any element, is my single self doing it. Now, when you take a look at this person, this is myself in Accra at a room or in other places. But who do you want to say it is in this? We can show you this person. But that's myself, the same person. We can let you know whose image you are seeing also in myself. So I'm not the image. I have never shown you who they are. They are the image because they are not their own flesh in this form than myself. So when I want you to see them as myself, it is better I tell you, maybe you will stay maybe 1 year or 1 month or seconds. Then you go. Because even we are in an environment where the way you look like things or live a way, it won't be that best as you think. Like on the screen right now, you see this is the appearance, and if you are not careful, you can see myself, the same person, in the broad daytime, and you will know this because you may see another person. Now, if I also do this, you see I have to change. If I do this, I have to change. Whatever I have to do, it will change. It will be somebody else. You see my head, that is what is showing. The beard have always been on. This volume. Although you know, but they can make you see maybe different things. That's not myself who want you to see something else than my real beauty. You don't see beauty because you are not the one the Lord is showing beauty. However, you just spoil beauty. Even your own self, you spoil it. How do you think it should be this? Then I make myself available that you may see and watch carefully the beauty, handsomeness. That is. And I tell you, what you do to that which is beauty, handsome. Because you spoil yours, so you also spoil another person. But we don't spoil anybody here because we are in their reflection. Why? How long it takes myself to be myself, you have no idea. Look, when I do this, you see it. I just always change. That's why you're not handsome than with this person because you don't know what this is light flesh, light skin. And this is the only flesh that allows light to reflect it or to pass in it or to show what it is as the person you are trying to look at. Yes, look. Yes. All right, that's all right. Let's get to this side because I was showing you this. Now, one more thing. Because you didn't see how I did the entire, thumbnail creation, downloading it, and then later uploading it. Yes. So let's use this right if I have to do this. Let's do that. Let's take one of these for that. So I'll see if it is a brand new file. I may have broadcasted live or I may have uploaded it for re-premiere to change thumbnail or download it if it's available I want to use or select from. You see, we can do this.